Professor Nchinda, thank you so much for taking the time to talk with us. This is a very unique and very pertinent topic that we're talking about today, and we're so happy to have you to talk to us about it. What interested you in writing on this particular issue, this very unique publication?
Now, what pushed me very much to write on that topic is a personal experience also, because I immigrated from Cameroon, coming to the United States. And my wife came here first before me, though we are arranged in terms of coming. She came here before me. And the first day I went to the embassy, they told me, hey, you know, you are going to the US like that. Know very well that you will not be able to work for some time. We already had 2 kids, a girl and a boy. I said, yes, I understand. So from the first day I entered here, that was the the dilemma I found myself in. I navigated it very, very well. So in course of bringing up my own kids, they are now adults, I had to sit down to look at and mixing up with other African parents. I had to mix up and say that, gee, there is something here. Let me really look at what does it mean for an African father to be at home, to take care of kids. What does it mean? There's more to it than that. So I was inspired then to see how far I could talk to other colleagues to find out what are their own experiences. And it's through their own experiences and based on mine that I said, okay, let me open that door out in terms of putting out that article. Maybe it will generate some thinking among African men who decide to migrate and what they could be able also to do for their kids.
Definitely, we'll let my co-host chime in as well. Lily, what do you think?
Yeah, so it's very interesting. How did you react when you first found that you had to stay at home and take care of children because your wife had to work? How do African men and husbands take when this happens?
The first general feeling we do have is that of resentment and anger. Anger and resentment in the sense that we African men, before moving away from Africa and coming here, we come along with the culture, the traditions that we already have within Africa. So we come along with it. We don't leave it behind. We come along with it here in the foreign land. And coming with that traditional aspect of it and with that traditional mentality, it's difficult sometimes for you to realize that, hey, no, in this new country where you find yourself, that tradition, that mentality may not hold. You may be forced to remove that layer of that tradition and start thinking afresh. Once the African parent, once you have an open mind enough for which you accept that responsibility that here we have to be able to raise up our kids. And it means I have to understand the society and to raise up the kids to the best that I can, and for these kids to be better than what I am. Then it now calls for you to embrace the challenges. As I highlighted in my own article, for example, area of childcare. Everybody looks at it, childcare is not easy at all to resolve that issue of childcare. And for childcare, you know very well that here in the United States, it's very expensive to put kids in childcare. Then the division of labor in the household, as I said, division of labor is not also easy. Your wife has been working the whole day, maybe 2 or 3 jobs. She comes back home, she's already tired. You want her to go back to the kitchen there to make food for the kids? It's not easy to resolve some of those issues. Or how do you communicate with the kids? So all of those issues that I raised up in my article, they are right there and they are doable.
Obviously, it's a wrestle, it's a struggle the men have between embracing the new responsibilities and their new role, or in some clearly rejecting it. But I'm wondering, what about the relationship with the children, the relationship with the spouse? Do you find that that's the benefit that men are starting to appreciate, that the more involved they are in their children's upkeep and just daily responsibility, that they actually form a stronger bond?
Oh, yes. Yes. You find those who accept that responsibility and want to coexist then and make sure things work. And for that group that wants things to work, they are bound to negotiate with their wives. The negotiation may take whatever form it is, but it's a negotiation between both of them for the smooth running of the household as such. That one is a given. There again, it now forces the husband, the man, to drop aside the machismo attitude that they have and believing that they are the strongest person. They must do this. No, they are forced to mellow those aspects now a bit.
Maybe if you have any advice for new fathers coming to the United States and face, this new culture, new law, and new parenting.
I have lots to say about that one. First, I would say, if you are coming here with the United States, have your mind as open as possible. Just leave your mind broad. And know that as you are moving in here, you are ready to exploit to the best of your ability what this host country has to offer. Secondly, I will also remind them that if you want to make it, if you want to achieve, if you want to gain what you came here for, because already you are not in your country again, you have left that one. You are here in a new land. And if you want to be able to make it, you should try as much as possible to understand the positive intricacies of that society. What are the positive aspects of it? Because there are so many negative things out there. Yes, let them be there, but I'm not interested. What are those positive aspects that I can be able to grasp and help me to move ahead? So you focus within that aspect of it. Thirdly, also, I would say you are living here now. I'm not in Cameroon. I'm here now in the United States. I'm here with my wife. I'm here with my kids. How can I be able to exist now and prepare towards tomorrow? So that tomorrow should be better than today.